Welcome to the lounge, everyone. My name is Toby Roydell, and today I decided to talk about decisions and choices and how we can make more and better ones. When someone tells you, you cannot do this, you cannot change this, remember, it is their limitation, not yours. The only people who tell you, you cannot pull this through, you cannot change this, or you cannot be the one you want to be, are most likely those ones who once wanted to fulfill their dreams, but didn't have the power or courage to actually pull it off. And I feel like we need to get this out of people, especially out of us young people. The message is clear. You can decide everything. And I will say this many more times today. You can decide everything. And I know this is technically wrong. And those people who would want me to not be right, would want me to be wrong, would pull out this exact argument against me. That you cannot decide whether you're born in a wealthy family. You cannot decide whether you're born in a caring or nice society. You cannot decide if you are born with disabilities or something like that. And they are absolutely right. And that is simply because life isn't fair. No matter what we do. And the most ideas to fix this problem, that life and the world is just not fair, have had very worse consequences. But no matter the conditions or the circumstances of your life, you can still decide to accept things as they are, or to not do that, and to do something else. When talking about something like that, I always think about something like a life dream. And a life dream is something you want to live in. It's not something someone else wants you to live in. So if it's your dream, for example, to have a healthy family with 2 children and many dinner parties, what a great life dream. Perfectly fine. The most normal things can be wonderful lives. It doesn't have to be flashy or anything extravagant or something like that. 2 children, healthy family, lots of holiday, and dinner parties. Amazing. What a great life dream. But I want to take this concept a little bit further. To the edge. Over the edge. Because I think you can decide even crazier things. You were a Christian or a Muslim yesterday? Who tells you you should still be tomorrow? Who really is it? Think about it. Who tells you you should be or you have to be? You were a jazz-loving introvert yesterday? Who tells you you cannot be a metal-loving raver tomorrow? Who tells you? As you can see, I want to focus on these barriers. We always see barriers when we are scared of something. And therefore, most of those barriers only exist in our heads. You see, this is the exact thing some people, some societies, or some haters want you to believe, that something isn't possible, that you can't change this or that. As I see it, for me, they all are a test. They're only a test. They are a test for me if I have the willpower to not give a damn about that and still do it. When I'm in doubt, I always do the same thing. I ask myself, Toby, if you changed this thing right now about yourself, if you made this idea come true, what could the other people around me actually do to stop me? What could they do? And I always come to the same conclusion. They can do a whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Now I might say, Toby, are you crazy? If I left my religion behind, for example, if I changed my religion, I would lose all the support from my community. I would be alone. Toby, are you crazy? I can't just quit loving jazz because all the people I know through jazz, I would lose all of them. I would lose all my backup I have. If these are things that you find, that you actually find threatening, then I must tell you, then there is most likely something wrong with your surrounding. If you need to be part of a community to be someone, because then it's not about you, it's that you are part of something and therefore you are someone. And then there is most likely something wrong with your surrounding and you need to change it. And fast. Because it can be too late at one point. And of course it can be difficult. And it can and will hurt. I'm almost saying this whole thing as if it was nothing. It is quite something because it is so difficult and because it will hurt eventually. That is the whole reason why so few people actually pull through. Why they really don't change a big thing in their life. Because they are afraid that it could hurt, that it could leave them alone for a period of time. Even though deep down in the heart they know the separation would be the exact right thing. There are so many stories out there of people who quit their religious sects and left them behind. And I chose this example because it's really the hardest one I could ever think about. Because this is so hard, especially when you're indoctrinated from a young age on. I thought that everyone knows such kind of a story, that they quit their religious sects and to this day they suffer from the consequences of leaving their community. And many of those communities are very unforgiving and you get banned from their community. They won't speak to you again, even though it's your family. In very severe cases, we also have this thing of hunting or chasing people who left the sect, the religious sect, down and making their life miserably actively, and for leaving their God behind. He's a God, he will be fine. He doesn't mind, he'll be fine. When asked if they regret this big step, this huge step of separation from those religious extremists, because that's what sects are, no one of them regrets their choice, even though they suffer a lot, even though it's hard. No one of them regrets their choice of freedom. And because many choices and many decisions are directly linked with pain, because it's change, I want to ask you, which pain would you want to endure? The pain of leaving your old self behind on your new path to fulfilling your dreams? Or the pain of asking yourself in the last moments before your death why you committed treason against your own hopes and dreams? It is your choice, because you can decide everything. And my name is Toby Roydell. And I hope that one day someone is touched by such a message that has been always out there, if you want to hear it. And I will see you again next time here in my lounge.